going on, dudes and dudettes? This is Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today is October 30th, 2008, and we are still seeing that uptrend from yesterday. Although today's movement was mainly bearish, we still had some slightward uptrend movement there. But I'll get to that in a second. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and take a look at some of the comments from yesterday's post. And I just summarized these because I only have 10 minutes on these posts. So the first one's from Go Getters, basically asking if I trade this on other pairs, and also the MACD. Basically, you can, for the MACD settings, it's 12:26:09. Use a histogram. You can click on this link right here, and this read first link. That gives you all the settings for everything that I use in the Cowabunga system. And I don't trade this on other pairs. I've tested it extensively on the cable, and it seems to work great on that. However, I've heard other traders try it on different pairs and have some success. So you're more than welcome to try it on other pairs, but just keep in mind that the system that you're seeing is already tested on the cable, which is why I only trade it on that pair. But good question, Pippenstein. Sick trades. What time frame do you zoom down when you get near profit targets? I look at a 5-minute chart. Anything lower than that's really just jerky movement. But 5-minute chart is pretty good, I think. And then just look at what's going on there. But price action really helps too. Just watching the price movement there. Mark is asking if there is like a rule with a crossover if it has to be a certain amount of pips for a crossover. Basically, as long as the moving average is crossed, whether it's 1 pip or 20 pips, it's a valid crossover. Just keep in mind that you wait for the candle to close, because sometimes the price can move within the candle, and at 1 minute you have a crossover and then the next minute you don't. So just be sure to wait till the close of the candle before making any decisions. And finally, Master Snap's asking about alerts. Yeah, I definitely use alerts. I don't really stay at the monitor all the time. Sometimes I'm at the monitor, but with XTIC you can set it to send an email, and depending on your cell phone service, you can set up that email to something at vzw.com or something like that. You just got to check with your cell phone provider what the email is. But there's actually a link, I think, if you go to the Cowabunga blog, or excuse me, the Cowabunga forum. Somebody has posted like a list of all the different phone services where you can just type in your number at tmobile.com or something, and what it'll do is it'll send you an email alert to your phone, and then you can check the market then. So that's pretty much what I do. So I hope that answers your questions. Again, feel free to comment anytime. I'll be more than happy to try to answer them as best as I can. News for the day. Let's take a look. We have nationwide HPI for the sterling at 2, and advanced GDP at 8:30. So 2 and 8:30 were the time areas to look out for. And now we can look at our chart for, I'm at the 4-hour chart right now to look at my overall trend. And you can see the last trend change candle was an up trend change candle at yesterday, or excuse me, the 28th that occurred. And today's action, you can see there's no new trend change candles. So today we're only looking for long trades once again. So only looking for long trades, and 2 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. are the times that I'm watching out for with news. Now I'm at my 15-minute chart. I'm just moving it back to just before midnight, and now you can see what my chart looks like. And I'll just move forward one candle at a time. Remember, each candle is 15 minutes. And here we have a crossover at 1:15 a.m. Now all we do is look at the indicators, see if they line up. RSI is above 50. Stochastics are trending down, and MACD is negative and actually losing value here. So only 1 out of the 3 indicators match our crossover, which means this is an invalid entry. So there, you wouldn't enter here because it's not a good signal. So hopefully you caught that. So no trade there. Still looking for long trades only. Okay. You can see a lot of sideways movement here. So not much going on. Finally get a little bit retracement to the downside there. And then here we get a crossover at 6:30 a.m. Now again, we just check the indicators. RSI is above 50. Stochastics are trending up this time. And MACD is negative and gaining value. So this is a valid entry. And we can enter this. And it's at 6:30. Our news isn't until 8:30, so we're perfectly okay to enter this. The entry's at the close of the candle at 66.24. Target's going to be at the most recent swing low. And here is our nearest 50 or 0 level at 66.50. And that gives us about 26 pips there. So pretty good potential profit there. And so now that we're in the trade, nothing else to do but just watch and let it roll. And you can see that our target gets hit on the very next candle. The high is actually 66.53, so not a clean break there. So you just exit your trade. You might not get out quite at 66.50. I got out at 66.45. So sometimes you get in right at the target, sometimes you don't. It just depends on how quick you are. But that was a small win there, and now we just move on. You can see the price then begins to drop. And you know, from then on, we didn't see any more crossovers. There was a crossover here, but this is already 1 p.m. So only one trade today, a small win, but still, you know, a win is a win. And if you followed the rules, hopefully you got some pips out of it. But again, if you have any questions about anything at all, feel free to ask me. I will try to help you as much as I can. But until then, I hope you all have a great trading day, and I will see you all on the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.